Hello, welcome back. Try to get rid of the music. Hey, what's up, Thomas? We're getting faster internet Monday, so hopefully that won't ever happen again. Trying to get rid of this happening music. It's not letting me in. Stupid app. Oh, I got it. Actually got in on about the 4th try that time. Lucky. See you guys. Yep. Yeah, hopefully the stream won't drop out on after Monday. We're getting like much faster internet. Sucks when you got a good stream going and the internet takes a crap. Hey, what's up, whoever just joined? Welcome back if you came back. Hopefully after Monday my stream will no longer die. We are getting faster internet. Welcome back, welcome back. What are you guys going to be playing today? It's been a while since I played GTA, like a ton of shit. Anybody playing GTA 5 recently? What's up? Don't everybody talk all at once. Oh shit, this needs to go out. Hello, welcome back, slowly. coming back. Somebody say something. You guys are quiet. Hello? You think I could help you find?
I think it's coming. This is new, right?
If it says new?
Arkham, right?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I look inside real quick?
Oh, go ahead. You keep the stuff up here, so.
No, I don't want the Deathstroke stuff.
Well, it might be in the. It might be in this. Miss. Which one is it? Arkham Origins. Okay. Unfortunately, we take all those codes out, otherwise.
Oh. Okay. Because they just made this compatible for the Xbox One.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and all I do is play the Arkham games.
It doesn't have that code though.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah. It's 2 discs. I don't know if it was like when it first came out or something. Or,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It's my last one.
It was like 2013 when I got it.
Yeah. It's my last one. It's never been played or anything. It's like brand new, but I got to put it back together. So, if you want disc 1.
The other one was like multiplayer.
I didn't even know they made this backwards compatible.
Yeah.
When did that go backwards? Was it recent?
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. I gotta update my list then. This is an awesome game. Did you play the newest Batman?
Yeah, I have them all.
Yeah.
I actually have this.
I've liked them all.
The statue.
Did you ever play, since you like these, did you ever play the Shadow of Mordor?
No.
I'm not even a Lord of the Rings fan, but honestly, if you like this game, you'd probably like that game because the combat's the exact same.
Really?
Yeah.
The Spider-Man PS4 looks about the same too. That's coming out.
Give it a try sometime. You might like it. If you like this, it's kind of like if they took Assassin's Creed and Batman and combined them and made a game.
I never even played Assassin's Creed. I
Um,
don't play video games that much.
I like beat 'em ups like this, and this is one of my favorite games too. But Shadow of Mordor is very similar. I mean, the combat's the exact same, like counters, all that stuff. It does say backwards compatible. Okay.
Do you know how that works at all?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it works great. When you put the disc in, it's going to say, "Oh, hey, you own this," and it's going to download a compatible version. Still need to put the disc into play, but it's really not playing off the disc. It's downloading a whole nother version. So, especially with a game this size, it's probably going to take a while before you can play it. Yeah. I wish you could just pop it in and it's like, hey, it works, but $21.39 is the total. It works good though. If you've never done that before, it's great. It's just you're gonna have to put the disc in, but it's gonna take a while.
All right.
I have a lot of the older games. I've been playing some of the Call of Duties and Left 4 Dead. There's a good one that's backwards compatible.
Yeah.
And they look good on there. Do you want a bag?
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Have fun.
Yep. GameStop didn't even have this.
Yeah, whenever they go backwards compatible, they start selling pretty quick.
Yeah.
MH, no. Not gonna happen. We did good on the NES minis. I hope I get as many SNES minis as I did NES minis. I will be ecstatic. That's a good joke, though. Yeah, they're gonna be $80. Yeah, we sold them all at normal price. I could have been a jerk though and upped the price. I could have. Sometimes though, it's more important to have good, you know, you want to build good customers. You want to keep your customers coming back. Customers found out you were scalping them, be pretty pissed. No, I honestly, I don't think Nintendo thought they would be that popular. It's like proves my point, like about digital and physical. Like people are completely underestimating that gamers like to collect shit. That's the only reason that thing's so popular. I mean, you could easily emulate all those games. And Nintendo, they didn't mean to. They didn't think it was going to be as popular as it was, and plus, they only licensed a lot of the games that were on there for a short amount of time. They only had a short window to make them. And if you think about it, they had no products coming out last year. They just wanted to have something to keep them relevant during Christmas time. If Nintendo, you know what's dumb about that stuff? What they should do is they should make a Switch cartridge or even a Wii U disc with those 30 games on there. They really didn't make, believe it or not, you guys, they didn't make money on those systems. They were sold at really close to cost. Nintendo barely made any money on those. Think about it this way. It was $60, right? They charged $60 for a game that's just either a little cartridge or a little disc, which only cost them a couple dollars to produce. So they had to design that thing. They had to design the packaging. It's bigger than a game, so it costs more to ship. There was a lot that went into that NES Mini, and for $60, they were basically giving them away. They really, all the NES Mini was for was to keep their name relevant during Christmas time last year, until the Switch came out. And Nintendo really probably doesn't like selling those because they want you to buy all those games digitally on their virtual console. I've heard the digital console on the Switch though is going to be kind of cool. I've heard you're going to pay like you know you're going to pay your online like your Xbox Live or you know the PSN, but it's supposed to only be like $8 a month. But they're going to have like a Netflix streaming style for all the old retro games. Like all their games are going to be included in that. You'll get to play them as much as you want. They really like gave away those NES classics. That they were selling them at cost. Let me just tell you, when I sold one, I made like $2-3 on them. It's the profit on those were almost nothing. And that's part of the reason they raised them up to $80 this time. They are throwing in a second controller, which is cool, but I can almost guarantee you that that inside the SNES Classic is probably the exact same as the NES Classic. Yeah, I saw NES. What you looking for? Nintendo should have made them 100. They would have sold at 100. I think they made them $60, basically sold them at cost because they knew they were only making so many, and that it would look really bad if they were making a big profit on them. Skate or Die? I think I have Skate or Die. Let me check. Yeah, people wanted a classic because it's a collectible item from Nintendo. You know what's funny about the NES Classic? It completely proves my point that people still want physical items. They still want physical games. You can't collect digital. It's like $7 for Skate or Die. Yeah. What's Galaga on NES called? Galaga. um, I don't hate digital. I just like I said, I want to be able to resell it. So you should be able to resell your digital games. I gotta put these games out. I will be out here putting games away. Just give me 1 second. Ugh. At the moment, it is. It goes in spurts. I've done pretty good today, though. Always goes for, especially summertime. There's not many games that come out. Normal this time of year. We close at 7. I got just over an hour. Closing at 7. Closing. Duck Hunt, yeah, guns just don't work on flat screens unless you do something like Wii where you have a cursor. You gotta have like motion built into them. Yeah, you must have Prime. You got the 20% off. 46 is crazy. How'd you get Sonic so cheap? It should be, with Prime, it should have been 55. No, you didn't, MH. Because we didn't take any pre-orders. Usually when Madden comes out, like Madden comes out in a few weeks, starts doing a little bit better with Madden. Madden's not super huge here, but what's up, Daniel? We do alright. Once the big games start dropping, that's when it starts picking up. But summertime's slow. Actually, I mean, we're like a tourist town too. It's beautiful outside. It's been beautiful for like the last week and a half. Like when it's rainy out, we always do real well, and when it starts getting colder, we do real well. Yeah. Oh, that's a good discount. No, it's a whole game. The new Uncharted. It's $39.99. It's a whole game, but you're the females in it. It actually looks awesome. I'll be getting it. It's like a side story. Red Dead's not till spring. I wish it wasn't. Red Dead's like one of my favorite games of all time. I need a box for that. Oh, this Skyward Sword. I'm gonna keep talking, but I gotta do some stuff on the computer. Why is what so cheap? It's $39.99. I don't think it's very cheap. Hold on. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. It's $39.99. I don't think it's really cheap. You also get like Uncharted 4's multiplayer with it. I don't know what the I don't know. I guess I don't know what your equivalent is, but yeah, it's $40 here in America. It's kind of like a side story. Yeah, it's about half price. See, it's a little more than half. I mean, an average game here is $60, and that one's 40. So, Bob, no, we don't sell online. To my understanding, it's pretty much a full game, but it's probably not quite as long as some other games. Oh. I just got to make up a cover for this game. You're going to Google it? It's a full game. That's what I thought. Maybe they're doing it cheap because it really doesn't have online. They're just kind of giving you Uncharted 4's online. You know, you really. That's a pretty strange bucket list you got there. I don't have a power glove. I just don't think that would be comfortable, though. Did you really? That's freaking awesome. Should send me a picture on like Twitter or something. Send me a picture. Are you on Twitter? Send me a picture. I'll retweet it. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's more of a side story, and also they're giving you the online from 4. They didn't make like a whole new online or anything. What color did you get, Goose? He reminds you of your ex. Yep, CNC games, Bob. Drake is fit, yes. The girls in the game are pretty fit too. Yeah, if anywhere you pre-order, man, if you got to get that GOAT edition. If you get the GOAT edition, is the one that comes out early. The regular version comes out later. Thanks, Bob. The two C's, my last name and the other owner's last name starts with C. It's just our initials. You didn't miss anything. You guys missed our a female on the stream earlier today. The other owner's wife stopped by to bring me some stuff. Sweet, Danny. That's awesome. I was just at Cedar Point last night. I love Cedar Point. If you guys don't know what Cedar Point is, you're missing out. It's like one of the best amusement parks in the world. I live 5 minutes from Cedar Point. I grew up at Cedar Point. That's probably why I'm hooked on games, because I grew up playing the arcade games at Cedar Point. The arcade's okay now, but when I was a kid, holy shit, that had to be one of the best arcades in the world. And Zoolater 28, hopefully not again, but I'm sure she will. I don't know when she'll come back in. Thanks, Looney, by the way. We're in Port Clinton, Ohio. I don't have a Sega Saturn tattoo. Sorry, I gotta put some games away. PS4, $299 for the slim 1 terabyte version, new, and then PS4 Pros are $399. Sometimes we have the Uncharted 4 bundles; those are like $259. I don't have any used ones at the moment. I do have a used Pro though, and that's like what is it? Let me check. A used Pro is $350. Try putting it. Look, I don't remember exactly how to do it, but look up how to get it into safe mode and see if you can fix that. It's just summertime. It's slow today. We did pretty good though. I'm at about 1,000 in sales. I'm happy with that. For this time of year, I did all right today. We closed in just under an hour. Yeah, Pro has 1 terabyte. So do the Slims now, though. There you go, Daniel. He gave you a kiss. What's up, Armpit? Yeah, it's way different than playing. Yeah, trust me, I wish I was at home playing. Blood Omen is awesome. Actually, I think I got that game. Boom. Blood Omen, right there. Awesome game. Kind of runs like shit on PlayStation, though. Soul Reaver was awesome. They need to remake Soul Reaver. Rampage on Master. God, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't even know how much Rampage goes for. I can look it up. Let's see. Rampage looks like it goes $15 to $20. They didn't make Sonic Mania on a disc yet. That'd be cool. I wish you could come visit too. That was a badass game. I have Sonic Mania on my Switch though. Castlevania. Yeah, Konami's weird, man. Konami's been doing a bunch of stupid shit lately. I don't know if we'll ever get another good Castlevania game. The Castlevania on Netflix was pretty cool though. That cartoon. Flip it up. You want it high? You want it aimed higher? That better? Zero. Danny, sorry. I don't want any broken. I got enough PS3s. I don't need a broken one. Oh, the mirror image? I don't know how to do that. Is there, who cares though? Everything's mirrored. Next time I do it, I'll click that. I know how to do it. I just didn't do it. Who cares? Yeah, we sell Pro Evolution. Well, we try to sell Pro Evolution Soccer. It doesn't really sell, but we have it. Vampira. Must be a female vampire. Thanks. Thanks, Mercenary. Parasite Eve was a good game. There you go. Got this too. You know, I could probably, hopefully, I'll switch it right now. Stream, I'm not going to kill the stream, hopefully, but let's see here. Let's see if that's better. How's that look? Is that better? Danny, I pay a little over $2,000 at each store, so between the two stores, over $4,000 a month. I'm not even gonna mess with this. This app blows. I'm afraid, like, if I mess with the app, it'll bring the damn music back up, and I'll have the stupid little bot in the corner. Westworld was awesome. Very rarely do we sell PC games. When like big games come out, we sell them, but I generally don't stock PC because like it's 99% digital now with Steam. So. Dino Crisis was cool. They need to bring back, Capcom's dumb. They need to bring back Dino Crisis. They need to bring back Onimusha, Ghost and Goblins. I don't know what the fuck Capcom's doing. Apparently Capcom doesn't like to make money. Yeah, me neither. I can't wait for the second series of Westworld. Yeah, the app just sucks. I don't even want to mess with it if I don't have to. Turquoise. They are bringing back Shenmue, but they're kind of doing it stupid. They're doing a stupid Kickstarter for Shenmue. I hate when big companies do Kickstarters. That's so lame. Kickstarters aren't meant for big companies. Shenmue was a Dreamcast game. The Suffering was cool. Yeah, that was a cool game. Skate 4, yeah, that would sell well too. Mercenaries was a good game on PS3. Those are good. Yeah, I do have Bully in stock. Let me grab it. 1 second. There you go. Not in the last half hour. No, not really. I haven't had any sales lately. I had a modded Xbox, the first one too. What about can't play first person? What about Mario? Looks cool. Shadow of War looks cool. Those are both third person. There's a lot of third person games nowadays. Battlefront 2 you can play in third person. Battlefront you can play in third person. Red Dead Redemption's not till spring though. That kind of sucks. Days Gone looks awesome, but it's not coming out till spring either. Yeah, I want Red Dead as well. Battlefront 2, I'm right there with you. Some people just can't handle first person. It makes them sick. The only thing is Medal of Honor and Battlefield are kind of like the same thing. A lot of people can't do first person. I don't know about H-Hour. I don't know. I don't know what it is with companies nowadays. It's like they have a good game, they have a decent one, they only want to make a couple and then they're done. That's probably a solid bet there, R2D. D-Tard. I'm sure it will, because the people at that company, they're perfectionists, so wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Friday the 13th is coming out on disc in October. I'm sure if you can't handle first-person shooters, I'm sure VR probably makes you throw up. You probably got the better. I mean, Battlefield 4 is awesome, but a couple pizzas isn't bad. You're not weird, Danielle. That happens to a lot of people. It doesn't happen to me, but I see a lot of people that have that. I mean, I get that. When people come in a lot, they always let me know like about first-person shooters. They can't do them. Yeah, Daniel, you don't even want to do VR. If first-person shooters make you sick, VR is going to make you throw up. That's another reason why VR is kind of it. I personally like VR, but there's people that like Danielle that can't handle first-person shooters, let alone VR. And then VR even and usually nothing gets to me. Like I live by Cedar Point, which has a gazillion roller coasters. I grew up riding roller coasters. I still ride everything. Nothing bothers me, but some of the VR games get to me. It's like your brain thinks you should be moving, but you're not moving, and it messes with you. So half the people can't even do VR. And then some people that have glasses, those people can't do VR because it's really uncomfortable with glasses. Except the PlayStation VR is not too bad with glasses. Do I remember Virtual Boy? What's a Virtual Boy? One of these? Virtual Boy didn't bother me at all, though. Yeah, VR fails are funny. Time Splitters, they should remake that again. Being the Power Glove, the Nintendo Arm? It's the Nintendo Arm. I don't remember the Nintendo Arm. I remember the Power Glove. The glove that came down to about here. We don't have everything. Yeah, but Oculus, like, I had an Oculus for a while. I actually sold it. But what I'm saying is the Oculus like sucks to your. You got the straps. It's like sucks to your face. It's kind of for some people it is. It's uncomfortable with some. I guess it depends on what glasses you have. But the Oculus and the Vive, I kind of don't like them because they suck to your face. I like the PSVR, the design. Now the Oculus and Vive are better than the PSVR. But I love the design of the PSVR because it sits on the crown of your head and that the thing slides in and out. So it really is not sucked to your face. NES Robot Rob the Robot. I don't have a Rob at the moment. Time Splitters was awesome. If you know what I mean, huh? Yeah, Time Splitters would make a good remake. I do not have a ColecoVision at the moment. I don't have a Jaguar either. There's a couple things I don't have. Visual 98 was good. It didn't all sell that well because everybody was all about Twisted Metal back then, and Visual 98, even though it was better to most people, it was a ripoff of Twisted Metal. But Visual 98 was better than Twisted Metal. The Nintendo Power Pad, the one you had to. Everybody usually just got down on the floor and used their hands on the power mat instead of running. I want them to remake Super Mario 64 with modern graphics. That's like number one on my list of stuff to remake. Actually, most of my stuff's Nintendo. I wish they would. I need Mario 64 remade on the Switch. That would be fantastic. I need the arcade version of Donkey Kong, but I know that'll never happen because Nintendo. Most people don't know this, but Nintendo doesn't own the rights to the code of Donkey Kong. They own the characters and everything, but they didn't program Donkey Kong, so they don't own the arcade code. I also want an arcade version of Punch-Out for the Switch. Thanks, Danielle. I'm sad too because it means I'm not making any money, but I'm not making any money right now. Thanks, Bob Montana. Game Guild books sold more of those there. What did I the first one was right up here. It wasn't mine, but the Odyssey. My grandparents had one of those. That was the first game I ever played. It's just basically a Pong machine. My grandparents had a Pong, and I think I was freaking hooked right then as soon as I played Pong. And then Atari came out, and I got an Atari, and I love the Atari. But man, Atari has not aged well. And then the whole world changed when NES came out. When Nintendo came out, oh my God, I never forget. I begged and begged for a Nintendo. I got it like 6 months after it came out, and I got Mario and I got Kung Fu Master, and I was hooked on that. And then my friend across the street, he got a Sega Master System, and we used to, I'd get games for the Nintendo, he'd get games for the Sega, and it was kind of weird. I always kind of liked the Sega, and he always liked the Nintendo. We would always switch back and forth. I'd borrow the Sega from him. He'd borrow the NES. So, and I've had just about every game system except an Atari. I didn't have a Jaguar. I had a Lynx. I've had just about everything. I've had a Neo Geo. You name it, I've probably had it. And yes, we've been robbed. Never at gunpoint, though. Mostly like someone will break the window at night, come in, grab a bunch of shit, and run. Yeah, I have most of the game systems at my house too. I've never sold any of my games. I sold one game system and I regret it to this day. I had a Neo Geo. I was in college. I was broke. The Sega Saturn came out. I was kind of a Sega fanboy back then. I traded my Neo Geo to get a Sega Saturn, and I kind of regret it, but now I kind of don't because I've gotten pretty good at restoring arcade games. So I have an arcade machine at home that has like every Neo Geo game on it, so it's good now. But back then I regretted getting rid of that Neo Geo. Master System 2, cool. I've had every PlayStation. Oh, actually, I had an Atom computer, which was basically kind of like ColecoVision, and I had games on. They came on cassettes. I remember I used to play Buck Rogers, and you'd get halfway through the game and you'd have to flip the cassette. So yes, I've played games on cassettes. My buddy I got the crappy one. I got the Atom computer. My buddy got a Commodore 64, so I'd always play his Commodore 64, and he'd come over and play the Atom. Yes, I own CNC games, young boy. I'm one of the owners. There's two of us. We're equal partners, 50-50. However, I'm the brains of the operation. I did bring my Switch in today, but haven't really played it too much. So I got about a half hour. I tried to see how. Yeah, basically that's why I go by online. I go by ccgamesceo on both Xbox, PlayStation Network, and the YouTube channel here is YouTube/ccgamesceo. I tried to like have the camera look at this, but there's too much glare. I tried to stream Sonic. Yeah, everybody pirated PC games back then. Holy crap, especially Commodore 64. I don't think I ever saw anybody buy a Commodore 64 game back then. Sonic looks pretty good on there, but God, it's so hard to see on this camera. This camera's kind of blurry. It doesn't focus in on it. Yeah, you can have me. Switch is awesome. Wii was crap. But Wii sold like crazy because everybody thought it was cool to bowl. The motion, for whatever reason, people like that motion. I always thought the Wii was going to crash, and it finally did, but man, did they sell a shitload of Wiis before that ever happened. The first version of Sega CDs go for a lot more. A regular version is like maybe like $70. So the gamepad. The thing is, like, if you're gonna ever get a Switch, get a Pro controller. Like, get this, because this controller is freaking awesome. It's pretty much like a 360 controller. It's a really good controller. Get one of these. This is what I play on when I dock it. Actually, I usually use this when I don't dock it. I mean, honestly, I don't play with the Joy-Cons very often. This is what I do. I'm usually playing like this, even when I have it portable. I'm always playing with the Pro controller. I'm controlling. See, I'm playing with the Pro controller right now. Pro controller is a million times better. If you're gonna get a Switch, you gotta get one. Hello from Phoenix. Compare the Wii to... What did you say? Compare... Yeah, you can add me on Nintendo. You know what? Let me look. I don't even know what my stupid friend code or whatever. Nintendo's online sucks. Let me look it up. The Switch, the batteries, it depends what game you're running. If you're running like a game like Zelda, you probably get about 4 hours or so. But it uses USB-C, so you can get like any USB-C charger or whatever. So like here's a $10, you can get like a car charger. You can get any like extra battery is going to give you more. It's just USB-C. The Wii U kind of sucked. The Switch is really good. And the coolest thing on the Switch, and I'll tell you what, you forget how cool cartridges are. That's a Switch cartridge. It doesn't really focus, but Splatoon 2. There's no installation. You just pop them in and they work. Let me see if I can get my friend code. Well, I'm ccgamesceo on here too, so yeah, you can't read it. It doesn't focus. I'm telling you, the Switches are really nice. They are. The Wii U was kind of clunky, and it wasn't portable, and the name was stupid. The only thing that sucks about Nintendo at the moment is their online service kind of sucks. I mean, the online, it works great, but they don't have like voice chat and stuff built in. It's so dumb that they don't have voice chat. You got to use an app on your phone. $300 baud. Yeah. The whole Switch cartridges taste awful. They spray them with Bitterman so that kids don't accidentally. Kids are animals. If a kid or animal puts it in their mouth, it just tastes disgusting. So they spit it out. BBSs. Ugh. How old are you, Steve? That you remember those? $300 baud. I haven't heard that. Half the people don't even know what you're talking about, Steve. I do because I'm old. I do like the Switch, though. It is a good machine. And it's selling well. I don't think... I think they've already sold more Switches than they ever did Wii U. Love the fax machine. Oh, no. That's harsh, yeah. Any future Animal Crossing is not going to be on Wii U. Wii U's toast. Dreamcast? No, we're not GameStop. We're called CNC Games. We're in Port Clinton, Ohio. We have no store in Fremont, Ohio. GameStop's never going to stream. Are you talking about Assassin's Creed? You might be surprised. Ubisoft's pretty close with Nintendo. I wouldn't be surprised if they figure something out, especially as good as the Switch is selling. Yeah, they're not on Wii U. There's not going to be any, but I would say you'll probably get Assassin's Creed on the Switch. We're not GameStop. Oh, I got 23 minutes left. Yeah, cassette tapes were crazy. You know, it's kind of funny. I always joked, like, before the Switch came out, before they even said it was going to take cartridges, I had a feeling it was going to. I always say cartridges are the future. If you think about it, you can get more data on a cartridge now than you can on a Blu-ray. Yeah, if I had $1 for every time someone asked if this is GameStop. GameStop would shit a brick if one of their employees were streaming. Oh, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make any more Animal Crossings on the Wii U. Here, I'm going to screenshot that. I'm not connected online on my Switch here, so when I get home, I'll look that number up. GameStop? No, we're better than GameStop. Yeah, I've heard of Game. Game looks like they're pretty much the same thing as GameStop, but in the UK. Game looks cool. I mean, are they? They seem like a decent store. I heard at one time they were in financial trouble. It can do Skyrim. Skyrim comes out real soon for the Switch. I don't Origins though. I don't know if they'll do Origins. We'll see. I think they'll make their. I think they'll make like a special Assassin's Creed. Or it wouldn't surprise me if they put like an older one on there just to see how it does. Oh. God, this last hour has been brutal. I need people to come in. All your game stores are pawn shops. GameStop closed their stores in Spain. Danny, I agree, but it's preseason. You know who else looked good in preseason? Brandon Whedon looked good in preseason. I mean, I worked at the Fremont store for a long time. I'm in Port Clinton now. This store is. I'm streaming from Port Clinton. Nightcrawler, you from around here? I think GameStop has about like 4 to 5 years left. The only thing that I said this earlier on the stream, so you've been in the stores? That's cool. Thanks for coming in. I think the only thing that'll save GameStop, yeah, I was there when he got stuck under the flag. What a loser. You know what's funny is I'm only blocked online by one person on Twitter. I've only ever had one person block me, and guess who it is? Brandon Whedon. We buy and sell. We don't really pawn stuff. Brandon Whedon blocked me, and I didn't even message him directly. I didn't even say anything nasty. I got a friend who's a Cowboys fan, and he was bitching about them paying Tony Romo like a lot of money, and all I said is I would trade him Brandon Whedon for Tony Romo in a heartbeat. And the next thing I know, I was blocked by Brandon Whedon. I'm like. And this was before he even turned out to be a bust. I'm like, this dude's going to be a bust. He's got rabbit ears already. Yeah, he blocked me. I'm still blocked to this day by Brandon Whedon. It's hilarious. And then he ends up getting traded to the Cowboys anyway. That dude was terrible. I don't think any team has ever picked worse players than the Browns have. They are. It's actually harder to suck as bad as picking players as they do. Matthias Corpy. Okay. Thanks, Nightcrawler. I don't like GameStop either. Like what I was saying before, though, the only thing I think that'll save GameStop, and I hope this is something I kind of want to happen, but there's a part of me that wants it to wait until after GameStop goes under, is don't come on, no racist stuff. Yeah, Lions are on. The only thing that'll save GameStop is if the laws change and you can buy and sell digital. If you can buy and sell digital, GameStop will start making a shitload of money again, because they'll be buying and selling everybody's digital games. I actually want those laws to change, but I really hope it changes after GameStop goes out of business. I think those laws will change, but I think it'll take a few years before those laws change. Joe Thomas, you can't argue about passing on. If we would have had Ryan instead of Joe Thomas, Ryan would have sucked for us. So Joe Thomas is a Hall of Famer. That's not a bad one. That's actually one of their few good picks. The analytics nerds. I think the analytics nerds will do all right. I mean, sometimes you have to buy digital. Like the newest Sonic game, I had to buy that. That just doesn't exist physically. If they had it physically, though, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I try not to buy digital if I don't have to. But you should be able to. You should be able to sell your digital stuff. We had 3 stores at one time. The landlord was a real prick, and the store was the building was kind of falling apart. I hate digital too. I don't hate digital. I just hate that you don't own it. I would love to open more stores. It's just not the right time at the moment. I don't have any plans at the moment to open anymore. Yeah, if Josh Gordon wasn't a moron. Yeah, you don't get a QB till you have the rest of the team. That's why Ryan would have been a bad pick. Actually, Kaiser looks pretty good. We'll have to see. No, we have 2 stores. We have another store in Fremont, Ohio. Am I talking about egg chasing? What do you mean? Manziel was a freaking cokehead alcoholic. He was drunk half the time when he showed up to practice. Yeah, it is. A lot of times the digital stuff's more expensive. The reason. Oh, like rugby? I like rugby. I mean, it's cool. I don't know all the rules and everything, but it looks cool as hell. Those guys are the guys that play rugby are pretty badass. You know what though? That's the thing. I do think the Browns will have a good defense this year. The problem is I think they could have the 85 Bears defense and they would still not be that good because the offense is that bad. Oh, no. We're talking about American football. Sorry, Danielle. American football. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns, probably one of the worst teams in the NFL, the worst team in the NFL. And unfortunately, I'm a fan of them. So I'm a fan of the Browns, and yes, I know they suck. They're terrible, but it's still my team. I'm not a fair weather fan. They are terrible. Kaiser does look good. I'm trying not to get too excited because Brandon Whedon looked good in the preseason. Danny, I agree with you. I love Greg Williams. Yes, football's very different. It's called soccer. It's called soccer here in the States. I don't know about Danny Shelton. We'll have to see how he turns out. I like him, but man, He's all right. God, he's so big. He should dominate. I plan to open more. I would love to open more. It's just not the right time. Good Lord, for me. Can we? You know, I think it's funny when people start talking playoffs with the Browns. Can we just be average first? I just want to be average. I just want to not suck. I'd be happy with the Browns if they just don't suck. Yeah, the rugby guys are badass. People that play rugby. Oh, Danny over. I think the Browns will actually not suck this year. I think they'll be average. I'm predicting about 7 wins. I'd put the over-under at 6. I truly do. Hello, hi, my name is Sophia. I saw your ad on PSN, Danielle. I'll get it later. Save your magic card? Alright. There you go. Browns and don't suck do not go together. When I was growing up, the Browns were freaking awesome. In the 80s, they were unbelievable. And actually, the Browns in the 60s were unreal. The Browns have 8 championships. I agree. I'm being optimistic. I think the official over-under for the Browns is like 3.5 in Vegas. Browns are going to have a nice defense this year. The offense is going to suck, but the defense is going to be really good. Under for $1,000, 1,000 credits, Mr. 420. All right. Well, when the Browns get to 4, I'll tell you I told you so. Man, dude, you're a Falcons fan. I'm gonna tell you something. Watching that Super Bowl was like watching the Browns game any Sunday. You guys snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. It seriously was like watching a Browns game. You could just see it coming. Oh God, roid rage! Holy shit! I give you credit, roid rage. You are funny as hell. The tribe is good. And the Cavs, even though I don't think they'll win it, they'll still be in the finals because there's nobody else in the East. Even if we get rid of Kyrie, we'll still be in the finals. Kyle shit. Yes, he did screw you. He went into the prevent offense. Kyle Shanahan screwed the Browns too. The Browns were actually, when we had Kyle Shanahan that year, we were doing real well. We were like 7-3. We were in first place. And then the stupid front office was like trying to force him to play Johnny Manziel. So they put Johnny Manziel in, and he pretty much called plays that would get Johnny Manziel killed. Because he didn't like him. Which Johnny Manziel sucked, which I understood, but he pretty much sabotaged us after that too. And then he just wanted to leave. So he called shitty plays on purpose to get out of there. And no, I can't send you Madden early. I hope the Cavs keep Kyrie. Kyrie seems to want to go. Because even without Kyrie, I mean, we have what's his name we picked up, but he's always hurt. Danny, he would do that stupid shit for the Browns too. We would have like a game wrapped up. All we have to do is run out the clock, and he's like passing it, and they throw an interception or something. Shanahan, his offense is actually really good, but he makes some dumbass calls on offense. He likes to be fancy instead of just keeping it simple sometimes. Indians didn't snatch defeat out of the arms of victory. Indians they had all their pitchers hurt. They ran out of gas. I think it was a little different with the Indians. I don't really think they blow it. They're pitching. They ran out of gas. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. We tried to pitch Kluber like every other game because all our pitchers were hurt, and then the one idiot cut his finger on fixing his damn drone. Ugh. Yeah, rise up. I don't think the Indians. I'm proud of the Indians, even though they lost it. I mean, good Lord, they took it to extra innings in 7 games against the best team in baseball. I think the Indians overachieved. I know we had a 3-1 lead, but they ran out of gas. Oh my God, road rage. Andrew Miller is a beast. Danny, the only thing worse than what Shanahan did to you was when Seattle didn't run the ball against New England. Jeez, just think of how, I know there's some New England fans in here, but just think of how lucky New England is. Like, some teams just do the dumbest shit against them. They shouldn't have won last year, and they definitely shouldn't have won when Seattle, all they had to do was hand it off to beast mode. Yeah, Bauer's finger gushing. That was gross, too. What an idiot Bauer is, by the way. Why even mess with the drone? Tell you, obviously I'm not a Red Sox fan, but that's one place I would love to go is see the Green Monster. Hello.
Hello.
Did you guys need help at all?
No, we just want to look at some games.
Okay.
Hot and Atari from the
Oh, yeah, the other day.
Yeah.
You're the one looking for the Game Boy, too.
That's right.
Yeah, got it.
It's done?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I got it in. So.
Donkey Kong. Oh, that's a different game, isn't it?
Betsy, right?
Yeah. Junior Pac-Man. What was the game that we said we were really missing? Oh, Frogger.
Frogger. I don't have Frogger at the moment. I was just looking for that one earlier today. That one's pretty easy to spot, too, because it...
And these are not Atari games, right?
Those are.
Oh.
Just like different companies had their own little, like they would make different colored ones or different shapes. Like Frogger, I know comes in this shape.
So these are all.
Yeah, even these ones are 2,600 here.
So this is $1.99 Donkey Kong. Is that just because it's messed up on the end?
Yeah, well this one's good too. They should be $1.99. I gotta go through.
Or is that because it? Like,
No.
Oh, does it look rusty?
No, it's $1. They'll be $1.99.
They all look rusty?
Yeah, they're all.
Oh, this one looks a little.
I'll clean them up too for you.
Well, I'll take one of the $1.99
Okay,
Donkey
no problem.
Kongs, whichever one you think looks good.
I'll give you the best one.
All right. And then I'm paying for the Game Boy right now, obviously. But then, are you paying me back for the Game Boy? Okay, but then we're not making deals on the Atari then. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know if we ever told you how much this is. This one's $39. These are kind of rare.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got a brand new screen on this.
You have new rewards cards?
Every once in a while we get orange ones. Sometimes we get black ones.
So just.
Yeah. Do you have? Yep.
Oh.
Just hold it out in front of the camera there. Try to center it.
You have one too, don't you, Thomas?
Yeah, I have two.
Well, one's mine.
I know,
Well,
that's
one's
what
the
I'm
same
trying
as
to
this
figure
one.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because if you scan
Here
the same one,
here
it's
I-
just going to decline. You
Here I
just
have,
scan it.
this is mine, it says,
Oh, you gotta.
okay, done.
Yep, it done. You just
Okay.
gotta touch the screen here.
So Thomas and Jillian, I was telling you that. Do you have that on too? The thing where you, I was telling them how the last time I was here, people were like talking to you.
Yeah, actually there are.
Which I thought was kind of crazy.
There are 50 people watching at the moment. So yeah, you can say hi to the camera if you want.
No, that's okay.
All right. It's really focused on me, so. But yeah. Yep.
And you chat with these strangers?
Yeah, they ask all kinds of video game related questions. So yeah, just talk about games pretty much.
Can they buy stuff from you online or anything?
I don't. We generally don't sell online. What we do sell though is like some of the rarer games when they don't sell in store, we'll throw them on Amazon and eBay. So.
But you don't have a big store there.
No, we just sell like just stuff that we can't move in the store. Like if I sit on a game for a few months and it just hasn't sold, I'll put it online just to move it. Original. Sorry, on this old stuff, there's nothing to scan, so I gotta type it in by hand. How's the Atari working?
It worked fine.
I'll clean the cartridge for you too. Your total is going to be $53.47. Let me get. You doing credit card?
Yes.
All right, let me get.
You clean them with WD-40.
Yes, that is the best thing to clean them with. The reason we use WD-40 is because it doesn't, it won't rust anything. It's actually a water repellent.
Well, that one looked rusty to me. But...
Sometimes they use different colored boards too. So this one won't give me any problems. Signature on that one. She got my Game Boy. Somebody asked what you were buying.
Midway to people time.
And this one's your copy.
Okay.
And there you go.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Thanks, DJ. Yeah, we are better than GameStop. Stranger Danger. She's a good customer. She bought an Atari the other day with a bunch of games. She spends a lot of money here. You know what? I don't like the Patriots, but I'll tell you what. I hate the Steelers. And if it wasn't for the Patriots, I can only imagine how many times the Steelers would have been in the Super Bowl. So they're like a lesser of two evils to me. It is closing time. I'm gonna keep rolling while I'm closing out, but I gotta start closing up here. We did pretty good today. I'll tell you what I did here in a second. Oh my God, you're a Dolphins fan? I feel sorry for you. Lost your quarterback again. You got Jay Cutler. Hopefully Cutler will do all right. Oh, people just hate winners. Trust me, I wish I wish my team was the Patriots. What's up, Queen? Close in town. You don't have to go through. Close in time. How much do we sell our games for? I mean, every game's a different amount, so. I do agree the last 2 games were gifted to them. I mean, they were in position to take them, but man, did those teams... I think those teams lost it more than the Patriots won it. I swear, the last 2 times the Patriots won, it was like watching a Browns game. Like, those teams just peed down their legs. IRA, I've heard of IRA. We're called CNC Games. I'm closing at the moment. It's not a beer. It is. It's a Mountain Dew, USA. It's not a beer. Yeah. I'm actually off tomorrow. I bet Derek will stream a little bit. I doubt he'll stream the whole day, but Derek will stream. I'll tell Derek you guys want him to stream. He'll stream. Dude, I'd pick Cutler over Kaepernick. It has nothing to do with what he wore or what he believes in. I think Cutler's better than Kaepernick. Kaepernick's like won 1 game in like his last like 20 games. Kaepernick was only good when the read option was working. The read option doesn't work anymore. NFL teams put an end to that real quick. All you got to do is hit the quarterback every time and teams stop running it. And Kaepernick's not that accurate. Derek's sexier. Rodriguez, you'll like Derek. Yeah, plus Cutler and the head coach have history. And I'm not even talking about like any. I could care less about Kaepernick taking a knee or sitting or whatever or anything he did. I just don't think he's that great of a quarterback, personally. New York Giants. I do like Eli. Eli's a good quarterback. But see, Kaepernick hasn't been good for a couple of years, though. He was terrible last year. I know Jay Cutler. We're talking about like 2 crappy quarterbacks, in my opinion. I don't think it. I mean, if you're choosing between Cutler or Kaepernick, you're screwed. And I know I'm a Browns fan. We don't have a quarterback, so. But I think Stafford's he's a solid quarterback. I think he takes a little bit too many chances, but I think Stafford got I think he got spoiled by having Megatron. I don't have the Goonies at the moment. Kaepernick, you know, that's the other thing. I think a lot of these guys that are kneeling and everything, taking a knee, I think they're being a little. I think they're doing it to get attention on themselves. Like Kaepernick, he did this, right, and he says he's doing for all this, and then he doesn't go vote. Like, he's not even registered to vote. So to me, it kind of loses credibility when you don't even go vote. I don't want to talk politics though. I'll talk video games mainly. I'll talk some football, but I don't want to get too much into politics. Because no matter what you feel, half the people don't feel that way. So it's like a no-win talking politics. I think I'd respect Kaepernick more though if he would have voted. Kind of hard to have to voice this big opinion and you don't even go vote. I like Battlefield 1 a lot. I like me some Lawrence of Arabia gun. Let's not talk politics. We don't need to talk politics. I gotta get my clothes out stuff. You're English. If you're English, what do you care about Trump? He's our problem. Show us the till. Wasn't a lot of cash, it was mostly credit cards today. I don't know if you guys can even read that. 929. How many hours do I get to game in a day? Usually a few. Like 2 or 3. I usually game at night after my kids go to bed. Thanks, 420. It was an okay day. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, you just kind of like, you have a game store like this, you want to average, you want to try to do around 1,000 in a day in the slow times. Come to Armpit. Yeah. I play a lot of Rocket League on PS4. I play Battlefield 1. Play Madden. I'll play the new Madden. You're talking about Kim Jong-un? That dude's crazy. Really don't want to talk politics, so go talk politics somewhere else. Rocket all the way? What do you mean rocket all the way? I'm sure they'll come out with another game, but right now I'm pretty sure they're working on Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, Rocket League. Yep. CR2D Tard. This right here, armpit's where the majority of the money is. The credit card receipts. Thanks, Danny. Nice talking to you too. I stream like at least 5 times a day, 5 times a week. My one employee Derek, he's kind of, I think he's kind of digging streaming, so I think he'll stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I don't make him stream or anything. It's up to him. I wouldn't be surprised if he streams though. He seems to be kind of digging it. So. I don't like pigeon. On Rocket League, I usually just play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. I don't know what you're talking about with pigeon. Battlefield. I like Battlefield. I know. I think there'll be a Battlefield next year. Make him? I'm not gonna make him. I'm not mean. Actually, Derek doesn't know this yet, but I'm giving him a little bit of a raise. I haven't told him yet. Shh. See, there you go. You know more than me. I'll be honest, I don't really look that far out all the time because owning a store, I'm more concerned about what's coming out like this year than next year. So I'm trying to just kind of, I mean, I do a little bit see what's coming out the next year, but I don't really pay attention to that too much. I'm more concerned with this year. Thanks, Art. Derek's reaction. Ooh, ooh. Is that how you type out the O face? It might not. I bet it does, though. I bet it releases next year. I mean, Madden's a big game. Star Wars Battlefront's a big game. Call of Duty's a big game. Red Dead, which comes out next year, that'll be a big game. NBA 2K is a big game for us. Destiny 2 will be a huge game. I mean, there's a lot of big games coming out. There's always big games, though. I kind of like the ones that kind of come out that nobody expected and they turn out to be a big game. Those are usually the best games. Gotta send a file to my other store. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the stream. I doubt it will. Small file. Night Trap was okay back in the day. The only reason Night Trap's so popular is because it like kind of got banned back in the day. It's more of a that's the only reason. It really wasn't that great of a game. New releases, we usually get them a day or two in advance of when they come out. So we can do midnight releases if we want to. And CNC stands for, it's the initials of me and the other owner. Our last names both start with C. All right, let me throw this in the safe. Second. Bam. Bam. Madden, though, you get it early this year anyway. You get it on Friday. We probably will do it. Madden, that GOAT edition comes out early anyway. All right. Sorry, guys. I am going to have to call it a day. I'm going home. I will see you guys not tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Friday again. Hopefully Derek streams tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me if he does. Later.